Hey,
What's up?
what's up? Hello.
Oh yeah. Welcome to the first episode of Non-Committal. It's a brand new podcast with your boys.
What's up, everyone?
Yeah,
Hello.
that's us, baby.
That's us, baby.
People have often described this as like, if Comic Sans were a duo, it'd be us.
It'd be us. We
Yes.
are Comic Sans.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so this podcast is called Non-Committal, and it's exactly what you might think it is. It means that we're not committal.
Yeah.
We're not really committed to you or us or anyone else.
Nope.
Kind of just making a podcast because we want to.
Yeah. When will it come out, you ask? Great question.
We don't know.
When it comes out.
Maybe tomorrow, maybe never. We don't know. It's a
This
possibility.
would be the first thing that's just sat in our files
That's
for
true.
years.
We made a vlog once 2 years ago.
At this concert.
Don't know what happened to
Yep,
it.
that's still on my phone and camera.
That's where it
That's
is.
where it is. Yep.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah. Whoops. My bad.
Oh,
Anyways, so how would you like to start the show, Aaron?
So, to begin the show, I would like to do a shot tasting. So, every week, or not every week, whenever we put out the show,
Every show. Yeah.
every show,
Every show.
we're going to we're going to take turns, I guess, each creating a shot or making a shot that already exists for the other person to try. So, for the first episode, it's my turn, and it should be interesting
I hate
because
shots
it's
so
something
much.
that I've created myself. So, what it is called the Bloody Kamikaze. And not bloody as in tomato, because I don't like tomato, but bloody as in cherry.
Okay.
So it is 1 part triple sec,
Okay.
1 part cherry whiskey,
Okay.
and 1 part Coca-Cola.
Okay.
And so the flavors are going to be interesting, but it will have that old-fashioned mix, because in an
Right.
old-fashioned you have the orange and the cherry. So I believe that this will taste pretty good.
Okay. Well, or do we down, up, down, shot, or how are we doing this?
We'll just do down, up, down.
Okay.
Down, up,
Cheers.
down. I really like that.
That was good. Came on my nose a little bit. That was actually really
You're
good.
supposed to swallow it, not
Oh, my bad.
not
Okay.
blow it out your nose. It's different.
I'm gonna turn this around because copyright. That's not copyrighted. That's just a school. Do they have copyright laws?
I mean, I think so.
It's in my nose. Holy shit.
I don't. It would be more of a patent law, not really a
There
copyright
is
law.
alcohol in my left nostril. That is not pleasant.
You need one of those things that they have when you have sinus infection, where it like goes through your nose, like the water goes through your nose and out the other end of your nose.
Oh my god.
There's a tube over there. I don't know if we can use that.
Let's see. I don't. Will this fit up my nose?
That would fit up your nose, right? I think so.
I don't think it would.
Why not?
My nostrils a little.
Shove it up there.
No,
Okay.
this goes in your fish tank. I'm not gonna do that to your.
Yeah, that's kind of gross. That's so gross.
It's also gross for me
Yeah, that's
to
true.
put that up there.
Wow. But yes, that was
I'll be
good.
fine.
It was very tasty.
It was good. It was very good. I expected it to be a lot rougher. However,
It was. I think it's because the triple sec is very low in percent alcohol.
yeah,
So I think that the only alcohol really in there is
it's
the
the whiskey, right? Which wasn't. It's only 1/3, so not bad.
Yeah, not bad at all.
Well, to wash that down, we have our. Oh. Trying to make sure this doesn't explode everywhere because I do have my laptop right here.
That would be good.
Okay, it didn't. Just foamed right at the top. We're good.
Proud of you.
Oh, our non-committal brand beer here.
Because we're not committed to any brand.
You know what I love most in this world? Warm beer. Yeah, this
Me
is
too.
warm.
I like warm stuff,
I don't mind it.
but I prefer hot stuff.
I forgot
actually.
that this was warm.
I prefer hot stuff.
Ooh.
Speaking of hot stuff, is there any like new hot music?
There is actually.
What is-
I was
what's
trying to figure
up?
out what your segue was.
Well, no, Segways are weird. What can I say? You ever tried to ride a Segway?
It's still in the back of my throat.
You swallow the alcohol that's in your system. Get it out now.
Oh my god, the problem is it mixed with the mucus in my nose.
Isn't
now
it
it's
so
it's
gross?
so gross.
So
It's
the
so
shot is actually 4 parts now. The missing part is mucus. That's the missing part.
Don't try this at home.
No, do.
Oh, no.
I want you to try this at home. Unless you're not 21.
Anyways, some new music that came out. I don't know if hot's the right word.
It's
But,
not hot.
Kanye West put out an album recently.
He did.
Called God is King.
Jesus
is King. My bad.
It's
the same thing. It's the same thing.
It doesn't matter, honestly. Okay, so it was supposed to be. It was a surprise. So he tweeted earlier in the day that, okay, I'm gonna drop this album tonight. Be ready. And so he did, and everyone was super excited.
Nobody believed that he was actually gonna do it.
No, because he's been saying, "Oh, I'm gonna drop an album" for so long, and he hasn't. So when he did it, people were so hyped up, and I listened to it right when it came out, and it just disappointed me.
Yeah, I listened to it earlier today actually in preparation, and it wasn't great. It just wasn't great. I mean, he's a born-again Christian, which, like, hey, I'm happy for him.
Yeah, the story behind it is really great. It's really nice to see he's turning over a new leaf.
Right, that he's trying to, at least, yeah. Mm-hmm. But it just, what didn't do anything for me, honestly. Yeah. Maybe it's, like, I'm not a religious person, so, like, maybe that was it, but it really didn't do anything for me. I didn't think it was great. Mm-hmm. Kenny G's sax solo, I mean, you gotta love that.
Honestly, I think not even because of that, but that might have been my favorite song because his use of the vocoder there and, like, his melody was really beautiful in that one. That's Use This Gospel. That's the song. However, I just think that he kind of downplayed the importance of gospel music and, like, the value behind gospel music. I feel he was using it as a way to bring him back into the light that he's talking about.
Which is interesting to me because he did, you're going to have to help me out. The song with Chance, Ultralight Beam Part 2. Which had really strong gospel influences. And, like, I love that song. That's a phenomenal
He's
song.
done gospel-like songs before.
Right, so it's weird that he kind of missed the mark so much on this one. I think it could have come out a really good album. Like, I'm not a huge Kanye fan personally. Like, I don't even think I listened to his last EP. Mm-hmm. I Hate Being Bipolar. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Right. That's what it's called. My bad. Whew. But I didn't love this by any means. I listened to it once to listen to it, but I'm probably not gonna be on repeat again. Yeah. It's not gonna be something that comes up.
It feels like he was just like, oh, I haven't put out music in so long that I just need to get it out.
Which, like, it wasn't. How long has it been since?
3 years. Well, since it's only been like a year.
Right.
But since his last album, it's been 3 years.
What was the last album? It was Life of Pablo.
Life of Pablo.
Right. Okay. So that has been a while.
Yeah.
But
it's been a long time.
The EP came out, so that's why it was thrown off. But yeah, this album also felt like an EP though too. So many of the songs were so short. Like, I think at least half the track listing is under 2 minutes. Yeah. With a couple of them even clocking in at just one, not even. Mm-hmm. I think there were 2 like 3-minute songs, which is like a standard song, right?
But usually he does some crazy orchestration. Right. He'll make songs really long. They'll have weird transitions where it's like, is this the same song? And it is. And it just feels like he didn't try. He didn't give himself enough time.
Right. Like, look at Dark Twisted Fantasy. Like, phenomenal album. Like,
that album, as of right now, because they just released, I forgot who it was. There was a music group that just released the top 200 albums of the 2010s.
200 albums, okay. Because I know Billboard did their top 100 artists.
Yeah, but I forgot what it was. But they did top 200 songs of 2010, and Kanye West's My Dark Twisted Fantasy is number 2. Which is crazy. Like, that's saying a lot. His album is number 2 on that.
Yeah. Which, like, because it's a phenomenal album. It's one of... So there's this other podcast I listen to. We've talked about this a little bit before, called Dissect, where basically they take rap and R&B albums and just break them down song by song, go really deep into the lyrics, figuring out where they're coming from and everything. And they did Dark Twisted Fantasy. I think season 2 they did it. And I haven't gotten the chance to listen to that season yet. But, like, it's considered, like, one of the top rap albums of all time. So to see it sink so low then is... Like, it sucks. Like, it could have been
the
so
reviews
good.
have been not good.
Right.
It's people have been saying he sold out for some reason. I don't know exactly why. But he also, and then the song he had with Ty Dolla $ign, his Ty Dolla $ign's verse was really great. It was amazing. I don't know. I just feel like he missed the mark on this one. He really did.
Wasn't great by any means.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find this list that I saw that was circulating on Twitter about the top 100 artists. Now that I'm thinking about that,
Was it on Billboard?
I thought it was, but I don't know. I haven't had time finding it. I'll come back to it though.
Okay.
Some other music stuff. I brought up Dissection. I'll talk about it a little bit. They actually just started season 5, which they're exploring "Damn,"
Okay.
by Kendrick Lamar, which is a phenomenal album.
Mm-hmm.
Love that album. This show actually started by examining "To Pimp a Butterfly."
Okay.
So now they're taking that and being able to see like how they can look at "Damn" as a response / building upon "To Pimp a Butterfly."
Mm-hmm.
Super cool. Definitely recommend this podcast if anybody out there is into that kind of stuff, like music analysis and all that stuff. Especially with rap, I've always found like I didn't get into rap music really till senior year of high school, freshman year of college. But just the intricacies behind it, like the amount of sheer lyricism that goes into it, because like the same amount of time is like a standard song usually, but there's so many more verses and lyrics that go into it most of the time.
It's a lot.
Right.
It's very poetic most of the time too, especially nowadays. Rap has always been based on political.
Very politically charged, yeah.
Yeah, it's politically charged. It kind of attacks, policy and different things that are currently happening, and I think that especially now, it's going back to that.
Right.
Because with NWA in the 90s, that's kind of where it started, and then now, with this shift in policy and politics, it's just become more prevalent. And it seems like rap, because lots of people when they argue about rap, they say, "Oh, rap is just people talking about doing drugs and all this." And it's not. It's genuinely artists that are pouring their emotions and their heartache and their anger out into these songs, which any artist does, whether you sing it or rap it. So I think it's really important to kind of, even if you don't like rap music, kind of put that aside and respect the art that they are making.
Right. Hold on, I think I know how to find this list because somebody Rolling Stones. That's who did it. I can't remember. But yeah, I don't know if you got the chance to see this list at all. Oh Jesus, so sorry. Got to see the
No, I haven't.
see this list. Aretha Franklin's number 1, which like phenomenal artist. Like I
Obviously.
Get that. Top 5: Aretha Franklin, Ray Charles, Elvis Presley, Sam Cooke, John Lennon.
Elvis Presley is third?
Yeah, weird to me.
No.
Definitely weird to me.
That's strange.
There were some on here that I was kind of like, okay, like.
Also, it's so. This is my only problem with it, is I would have to see their arguments.
Right. See why they say that.
Because if I'm looking at this, there are already so many things that I would change.
Right.
Because there are some people that have a better songwriting ability, and there are people that are just better singers vocally or better guitar players on this list. Like they have Steve Perry is 76 of 100. That doesn't make sense to me. His voice is beyond the capacity of half these other people that are above him.
Right. It's interesting too, because my thing when it comes to music and evaluating like how great an artist is, I think for me personally, a lot of it comes down to cultural impact. How much of an impact did they make on the culture at the time?
Yeah.
Like Elvis Presley kicked off the rock and roll movement in the 60s. Like that was a huge cultural impact for the time. Like, so seeing like there's a lot of names on this list, admittedly, that I don't know, like Art Garfunkel. Well, I know him, but like wasn't a ton of cultural impact from my perspective. And I wasn't alive when Simon and Garfunkel were really in their prime of performing and putting out songs and everything. Yeah. But like in terms of, all right, who do we still talk about a lot? Yeah. Simon and Garfunkel, honestly, at this point, we talk about in like a joking sense. Like,
yeah, their songs have become almost
memes, like,
meme-esque.
Right.
Sound of
Which,
Silence.
like, they're good songwriters.
They're incredible. They were amazing songwriters. And, Paul Simon, especially when he went in his solo career, he still did a really great job. But I honestly think all of these artists are so different. And also, they're talking about them individually.
Right.
not with their bands.
Well, some of them do, because like the Everly Brothers.
That's true. Well, then that's strange to me.
So it's a little right.
It's very strange because they have like Bono on there, but
Right.
like why isn't U2 on there?
Right.
It
And
doesn't
like
make
Kurt
sense.
Cobain is 45, but like Kurt Cobain didn't really have a solo career, did he?
No.
He didn't have a chance to.
No. Yeah, he did. He was just
Passed away. So I don't. Hank Williams is 27 though, which I think is really interesting.
that is
Because
interesting.
Hank Williams is more of a composer, right? He doesn't really have like, not really a singer-songwriter per se.
No, he was. He's
Is he?
country,
Okay.
yeah.
Michael Jackson comes in a nice even 25.
Okay, that kind of makes
Bob
sense.
Marley's right below Freddie Mercury, which I thought was really interesting.
I really like that Otis Redding is 8. He was kind of a huge influence on Stax Records, which came out of Memphis, back during the like Motown phase, and
Yeah.
he's really really talented. Like his voice, he died young too. Oh my god, his voice is incredible. And then Bob Dylan up there. I mean, his writing was. But all of these could be argued, so
Right.
it's like it's hard to.
It's like personally, I'm upset. Elton John's 38th.
Yeah.
Like, look how much music Elton John's still putting out music. He just put out an album 2 years ago,
Yeah.
or so, and then just did. Well, he didn't do the movie, but helped write and everything a movie about his life. Like,
Yeah.
he's incredibly talented. Like, he had his friend songwriting for him, but like the
all
performance
of these,
aspect and everything.
yeah, definitely. All of these could be argued.
It's very interesting
Yeah.
to see. I like lists like this because they provide more opportunity for conversation.
Yeah,
and things. That's
discussion.
what I take.
Also-
Also, this as a conversation builder.
Yeah, and it adds a lot of kind of drive to listen.
Right.
Listen to all these artists. Be like, okay, maybe they are better. I'm just not aware of how they are.
Right. Like like I said, there's a lot of artists on here that I don't really know. Like maybe I know the name, but that's about it. But like I'm not gonna name any because I don't need people attacking me. But
Yeah.
would love to see that coming.
There's some people on here that I don't know.
Yeah. So, anyways, I just saw that. Some other music news. Liam Payne put out a Christmas single.
Wow.
This out of frame.
In October.
In October, yeah. I don't know exactly what the release date was, but it was listed in my like new releases on Spotify. So I was browsing through for some new music news.
Yeah.
Didn't listen to it, but it's out.
Okay.
I won't listen to it until at least Friday.
It's strange that they did in October. Well, I guess not.
Yeah.
They start playing Christmas music right after Halloween.
Right, so it's kind of
So I
like
guess
jumping the
that
gun
makes
on it a little
sense.
bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. I'm just seeing it was very like shocking.
Mm-hmm.
The Good As Hell remix with Ariana Grande. Did you get a chance to listen to that?
I haven't listened to it.
So I listened to it today. They didn't expand the song at all. Essentially, what happened was they took one of Lizzo's verses in the second verse and gave it to Ari.
Okay.
She switched up the lyrics and everything, and then other than that, she just adds like backing vocals essentially.
Okay.
To the two final choruses. It was good. I kind of appreciated a sense that like Good As Hell is a huge culture milestone for Lizzo. Like Lizzo's huge in the conversation right now. She's a huge artist. And I think it then comes into too like if they took Ari and put her in too much of the song, it's then I almost feel like could be considered erasing like the impact that a black musician had, which I think is a very dangerous territory to get into. So I really like the way they did it.
Yeah.
I don't think it adds anything extraordinary to the song.
Also, well, I think it does. It helps Lizzo a little bit, at least, because Ari's huge.
Right.
Like, her song immediately just gets millions of listens.
Right
when it comes out.
Right. There's another remix I'm trying to think of where it wasn't, like, changed much in it. I can't remember, but I didn't mind it by any means. Selena Gomez put out 2 new singles.
Really? I know she put out one. I didn't know she put out.
Yeah, she...
Isn't there? Well, wait. One's like more upbeat. The other one's more of a ballad.
I very briefly listened to both of them.
Okay.
It wasn't a deep dive into them so much.
I heard they were kind of repetitive and not.
They weren't bad. I'm trying to think. Oh, Rick Astley put out a greatest hits album apparently. Can't find them on Spotify right now. They're not popping up. Spotify on my laptop is different than it was on my desktop earlier.
No.
But it was Lose You to Love Me, and I can't remember what the second song was titled. They were good. It's good to see Selena Gomez creating music again.
Yeah.
It's been a while, I think, pretty sure.
It's been a long time. I think I don't remember the last
I think she
song
fell on the
she
same path that
had.
a lot of the old Disney stars did. Like,
Yeah,
kind
she
of fell
kind.
out for a little bit.
I
Just
think she
because.
had like a lot of mental health
Mm,
issues and stuff she was dealing with. But I'm glad she's making stuff again. I know she is someone who collaborates a lot. She
right.
doesn't necessarily write all of her
Right.
songs, but her collaborations are usually really good.
Yeah.
Um,
They were good. I'm happy to see her out on the scene again, doing what hopefully she enjoys.
yeah.
That and the only other thing I saw is Coldplay put out two
Oh,
new songs.
I didn't see that either.
Didn't get the chance to listen. Was running out of time, but they put out two new songs.
Wow.
They put them out together on one track or one album, so to speak. Those are like full length songs too. So I don't know if that means for Coldplay that they have an album in the works. It's what it seems, but they dropped two at the same time, so I'm not sure.
Yeah. Maybe.
But it's been a while for them too.
It's been a long time.
So it's interesting. I've noticed a lot, like, music gets to be very cyclical in releases and everything. Like, every 3 years or so, like, some of my favorite bands, they all put out their album at the same time, like, my junior year of high school, probably. And then sophomore year of college, they all put out a new album around that same time again. Because there's a certain rhythm that it comes on. Like, there's a certain period of time that new albums come out on. But I think there's a lot of artists that seems that are stepping in that have kind of been quiet for a while.
Yeah.
Which is really nice to see.
I agree. No, it's really great.
To finish up our conversation on music before we keep on moving, what stuff have you been listening to lately that's kind of been stuck in your head, some earworms?
Recently, so I listen to Kanye's album a lot because I've been kind of dissecting that for this new club that I'm in. And also, I've been kind of diving into different pop, I guess it would be pop styled songs, but also have big band influences because I'm currently working on, music of my own that has horn influences and big band influences. So I've been studying kind of how Panic! At the Disco does that, where Brennan Urie will take his pop and hip hop like passion and then also throw in these horns and strings to make it different. And then also AJR has been doing the same thing. Mariana's Trench does a little bit of it. They're more orchestral.
Right.
But I've kind of been studying them. I haven't really listened for just enjoyment or pleasure in a while. It's kind of been, because I enjoy the songs that I'm listening to, but it's more for inspiration right now. Yeah.
Interesting.
What about you?
For me, Queen of Hearts by my good pal Aaron Fern. This is our plug.
Shameless plug.
This was not planned at all.
It wasn't planned.
But also, so there's this pop punk band. I don't necessarily know that they classify themselves as pop punk, but that's what I'm going to use for now. Called Bayside. Seen them in concert once before. They recently put out a new album titled Terabang, which I've been listening to pretty often the past couple weeks. One, Interrobang is a punctuation mark that is dropped from the English language, so that's fun for me as an English major.
Oh, perfect. That's good.
But also, too, their last album, I believe, came out my freshman year of college, so it's interesting to see them come out with new music again and really returning to what was 2 albums ago for them, but at the same time really taking some new twist on it and some new interpretations. This is also a band that's been together for a long, long time. I think over 15 years now. Yeah. Pretty consistently. I think at one point their drummer passed away.
Oh, wow.
And so they got a new drummer, but other than that, the core of the band is stuck together. For a long time, putting albums out pretty consistently throughout it. So it's really interesting hearing through the discography, like, them growing up and maturing and seeing what happens to them in life. They're very much about putting their lives into their music and everything, which is a big thing I know for a lot of musicians. It's about personal experiences and how to convey that. Yeah. But yeah, that's kind of what I've really been listening to. That and Hot Girl Bummer by Black Bear. Okay. Something about that song just really is catchy.
I have to listen to that. I haven't listened to it yet.
Super catchy. It's usually whenever I log into my Spotify, I listen to that first, and then I'll go into whatever else I'm listening to.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So
awesome.
Some other.
What's next on the agenda?
So we have some sporty, spicy news to talk about.
Some sporty, spicy news.
Some sporty, spicy news.
Tell me about the sporty, spicy news.
So, Mel C, a.k.a. Sporty Spice.
Of course.
From the hit girl band Spice Girls.
Spice Girls.
She put out a new mix on Mixcloud recently.
Really?
Now, I have no idea what Mixcloud is. I've never heard of
it either.
But Aaron and I were listening to this last week or so when we were...
But she's alive.
She's alive.
Okay,
she is
thank
alive.
God.
Yeah, we were a little worried.
Nervous.
We decided we were going to talk about Sporty Spice, and then we didn't know if she was actually alive.
Yeah.
She is.
I was scared.
She
was once on Dancing with the Stars.
Was she?
I believe
didn't
so.
know that.
I'm almost positive.
I actually did not know that. I have to admit, my Sporty Spice knowledge is a little bit lacking.
It's mine too. So okay. I could be wrong.
So this is our way to find out more about the Spice Girls. And by that, we mean solely Sporty Spice. It's just Sporty Spice.
None of the other ones matter.
No. I don't want no Baby Spice, no Ginger Spice.
Nope.
Scary Spice.
Nope. Posh
Spice, thank you. I was like, oh, yikes. Right, that shows how much we know. But she put out a new mix called Something for the Weekend. This dropped about a week ago. She tweeted it from her Twitter account.
I want to slide over a little bit.
Yeah. Here, I'll flip it around. I just have to flip my computer back around when we get to the later segment.
Well, no, I mean you slide over.
Oh, okay, yeah, of course. Love to.
I just want to be closer to you.
Of course.
No big deal.
So
stop.
Some tags: dance and electronic music, weekend, Saturday, and party music.
That sounds like a spicy, sporty party.
Pretty sporty, spicy mix.
It really is.
We're not gonna play it for you because copyright.
Yeah,
indeed. Of course. But we wanted to read some comments from you. So Kara Lice said, "I want to see you in Dubai. December 13th is my fucking 40 B-Day. Happy B-Day, Kara Lice."
Oh my God, Kara Lice.
It's almost my birthday.
It's a little aggressive.
It's a little aggressive. But we almost share the same birthday, so I feel a connection to her.
I don't know of many artists that go to Dubai.
Right. Hey. Good on her.
Except 50 Cent. I believe it was 50 Cent that... No, was it 50 Cent? Or was it... No, it was R. Kelly. That's who it is.
Oh, okay. Well...
R. Kelly. R. Kelly is in big trouble, right? As he always is with the law.
Right, you know.
And he told... So he wasn't allowed to leave the United States. He told the U.S. that he had to go to Dubai for a performance. And so the government contacted the people of Dubai and said, "Do you have a concert for R. Kelly?" There's no concert for R. Kelly. He just wanted to get out of the country.
Right.
To go to Dubai.
Okay.
So he's doing well. More news.
Yeah. Muka said, "Thank you, Sporty Girl Melanie. As always, well done work."
That's so sweet.
And last comment, Jacob Fakuri said, "Wow, great mix, Melanie. On point and so fresh."
On point and so fresh.
And so fresh.
Jacob
with a K.
Maybe it's Jacob. You ever think that someone's name is spelled differently than it actually pronounced? Because that's how I feel.
That's fair. So yeah, if you get the chance, listen to Something for the Weekend, a new mix by Melanie C.
Definitely listen to it.
Also, some exciting news. As of 2 years ago, Northern Star, her first solo album, came out 18 years ago.
That's amazing.
Isn't it?
That's great news.
So if I can do math correctly, I think it's 20 years, maybe.
That's 20 years.
I think that's how math works.
20.
20. Okay.
That's 20 years. How are we going to celebrate that? That's amazing. What are they doing to celebrate it?
I think she tweeted it.
That's it?
I think that's it.
I need more from my
Let's see what she said. She said.
I need more.
Let me see if I can
from
find
my
her
girl
Twitter.
Sporty Spice.
Mel C. This is all the Mels I know personally, which sadly is not Mel C.
Wait, it was right there.
Was it?
Mel C.
Oh, there it is. Melanie C music.
Wow.
20 years ago today, I released my first solo album, Northern Star. I am still, to this day, deeply proud of the record. It will have a special place in my heart forever, XX.
Wow.
So, congratulations, Mel C.
I'm proud of you. Proud of you, Sporty Spice.
Yeah. Awesome.
Not as good as when she was in Spice Girls, though.
That's true. Zigga zigga.
I need a minute.
Cheers to Sporty Spice and the Spice Girls. Okay, let's move on. Okay.
Let's move on.
So let's go into the segment we're gonna try out.
Okay.
It's called Guess That Headline.
Guess the headline.
So what we've done is Aaron and I both found some pretty ridiculous headlines. At least I know I did.
I found some pretty good.
And we're going to blank out a word or a couple words, and see if the other person can guess what the missing word or phrase is.
Let's do it.
And then we'll talk a little bit about the article. Would you like to go first, or would you like me to?
Do you want to go one for one?
Let's go one for one.
Cool.
I'll go first because I have it pulled up right here.
Go first.
All right. Minnesota Museum holds creepiest blank contest.
Can you repeat that?
Minnesota Museum holds creepiest blank contest. Decided to go for this one because, it's Halloween's pretty close. Not to date this recording, but...
Creepiest basement?
No.
How many guesses do I get? Just one?
We'll say two.
2 guesses?
Say two guesses.
Creepiest
Blank contest.
face.
No. It's the creepiest doll contest.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
That's terrible.
It is not great. So I found this HuffPost article. Creepy doll curator Dan Nowakowski says that for a lot of the dolls, the freakiness is all in the eyes, which,
that's so
I
true.
agree.
If it follows you around, that's haunting.
They're posting photos and videos of the miniature terrors on social media and taking votes for the most nightmarish one.
The most interesting part of this is that it was written in Rochester, Minnesota.
Right. That's almost here.
It is. That's 2 hours away, actually, from here.
Fun
Shocking.
fact, my parents thought way back in the day that it would be a really cool Christmas gift to get me a doll that looked like me. And so a little bit of backstory, we used to get pajamas every year for Christmas, and we'd get them on Christmas Eve. It's the one gift we'd open on Christmas Eve, and we'd wear those for Christmas Day. That was our thing.
Okay.
This doll that they got me looked like me, blonde hair, blue eyes, all that junk, and also had on the same pajamas that I got for that year. Scared the living shit out of me.
That's terrifying.
Was terrifying.
Oh, no.
It sat in my closet for the longest time. My ex-girlfriend, too. After a while, I was I got older. I was like, all right, whatever. I shut it out because I felt bad. My parents bought me this gift. And she was like, if I'm here, it needs to be in the closet. I don't. And I was like, I honestly totally get it.
Yeah.
Don't blame you.
That's so funny.
Yeah, not great.
Oh, no.
But anyways, yeah. So Minnesota Museum is holding its creepiest doll contest.
Well, check that out.
Yeah, if you are ever
check that out.
Oh my Jesus, I need to pick that up more. So if you're ever in Minnesota, check that out. All right, Aaron, what have you got for me?
Okay, so my first one for you.
Okay.
It's from Fox News.
Ooh.
So it's always interesting.
Oh, love that.
Always interesting if it's from Fox News.
Okay.
So, Arizona National Forest's 1-ton boulder called blank goes missing.
What the hell? Oh, God. Big Rocky?
No, that's good though. Arizona's National Forest's 1-ton boulder called blank goes missing.
Senator John McCain.
No.
I don't even think he's from Arizona.
He's definitely not. Well, he's dead.
Well, he wasn't from Arizona.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, John
Rest in
McCain.
peace, John McCain. No, it's Arizona National Forest's 1-ton boulder called Wizard Rock goes missing. It's one of their top stories, too. It's a huge deal. They're pissed.
Jeez.
It said...
Don't mess with Arizona.
Where did it say? Taking minerals from national forest land is illegal without a valid permit.
Harsh words.
So if I get a permit, I can go there and take Wizard Rock.
But it's gone already. Somebody beat you to it.
Someone beat me to it. That's
Jesus.
Oh my lord.
Wow. What a...
It's interesting. Okay.
All right.
What's mine? What's my
next one?
Okay.
Hazmat team responds after uranium gets delivered to blank. Hazmat team responds after uranium gets delivered to blank.
The White House?
Nope.
Google headquarters?
Nope. Hazmat team responds after uranium gets delivered to halfway house.
What is halfway house?
Isn't that like a drug house? Isn't a halfway house like a drug house?
I have no idea what halfway house is.
Really? I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Oh, it's an institution that allows people with physical, mental, and emotional disabilities or those with criminal backgrounds to learn or relearn the necessary skills to reintegrate into society and better support and care for themselves.
So uranium.
I feel bad that that's what I thought it was. That's awkward. But yeah, somebody ordered uranium there.
Wow, that's impressive.
Subheadline, this is from HuffPost. So the subheadline is, a man living at a Pennsylvania halfway house ordered 2 grams of powdered uranium for $12 from a Michigan company.
$12?
$12.
That's a lot of uranium. So,
to be fair, authorities say no charges will be filed because the shipment was legal and poses no health threat.
Okay.
So I guess it is legal to order uranium-238 in a powder form through the mail.
Okay.
So I assume it's not that radioactive.
So we could order uranium right now.
Correct. We could do that.
I'm down. And it's done.
I don't know what I did. Oh boy, that's a lot.
Whoa, that was interesting.
So they still don't know why this person ordered it.
Okay.
But they did. And yeah. So that's my second one. Hit me with it. I'm ready. Got it this time.
This woman, ready? This woman faked a pregnancy to try to avoid blank.
I feel like I might know this headline actually. It's not one of mine. I used to do a TV show where we kind of talked about weird articles. My instinct says jail time, but I don't think that's it. I'm going to say jury duty.
No.
Oof.
Not jury duty.
It's not jury duty. Can you read it one more time?
This woman faked a pregnancy to try to avoid blank. It's 3 words.
Oh. So that eliminates what I was thinking. Dead husband's funeral.
No. No, wow, you went too far with that one. This woman faked a pregnancy to try to avoid excess baggage fees. So I don't know why. This article made no sense. She was like, I have a small frame and decided pretending to be preggo was the most believable route to a successful hack. How is that a hack?
I'm assuming it didn't work. Assuming she was caught.
Just don't pack as much.
Well, right. That's what most people would think.
You would think. You would assume.
Or if you're going to do it, swallow the stuff.
Oh, 1,000%.
How are they going to get it out of you?
First of all, if you're pretending to be pregnant, just put it up there.
Right.
She didn't use the stuff to act like she's pregnant.
Oh, wait.
No, she was just an idiot.
She just said, I'm pregnant, I need more things?
Yeah.
What?
Doesn't make any sense. This article was so stupid. It's beyond stupid.
That's wild.
I don't understand.
I would have even thought of to put the stuff in my little tummy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I could have pretended to be pregnant better than her.
Right. All right.
Whatever.
Are you ready for your third one?
I'm ready.
All right. British authorities scramble to find stolen blank. It's 3 words. This is from NPR, I believe. Yes, this is an NPR article.
Can you say it again?
Yes. British authorities scramble to find stolen blank.
I would say... dragon eggs.
It is not dragon eggs.
It's not dragon eggs?
It is not dragon eggs. British authorities scramble to find stolen blank.
What was the first thing again?
British authorities scramble to find stolen blank.
Tea set.
It is not. According to NPR, British authorities scramble to find stolen solid gold toilet.
Wow.
It was stolen from an exhibition at England's Buckingham Palace.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it says earlier this week, but I know this was published in September, so no longer accurate. The toilet, titled America, is a work of art by the 50-year-old Italian artist Maurizio Catalan.
That must be so heavy.
Right. Well,
How
it's
would you
worth
steal
up
that?
to 1.25 million. And the problem is it was connected to the plumbing of the building, so its removal caused extensive damage. Like they had to remove the piping and
They
everything.
just ripped it right out.
Right. Um,
How is this not noticed? That
What?
doesn't.
they broke
confusion.
in early in the morning. It says a group of thieves used at least 2 vehicles to accomplish the task. They broke in overnight and left the scene around 4:50 a.m. local time. My favorite thing about this article is that again, it is an art piece. That was the intent, but it is a fully functional toilet. It is named the piece is titled America. And my favorite part is that Catalan, the artist, did offer to move this art piece to a more private residence, being the White House.
Wow.
In 2017, after the White House asked to borrow a Van Gogh painting from the Guggenheim, Spector wrote back to say that the requested work was not available, but America, the toilet, was.
Yes, of course.
They apparently did not respond to that. The White House did not want a solid gold toilet, apparently.
That's rude.
But yeah, it was also another quote from the artist here. The Washington Post asked him what his work meant and why he offered it to the White House. He responded with, What's the point of our life? Everything seems absurd until we die, and then it makes sense.
This is just getting too weird.
So he's not 100% like a sunshine and rainbows kind of guy.
Definitely not.
But yeah, so somebody stole a solid gold toilet from a English palace. Not palace, but yeah.
Okay. All right, my next one. Lost blank may be on Florida high school campus.
It's Florida. Who knows?
Exactly. I would be shocked if you guessed this.
Stolen blank may be on Florida high school campus.
Yes. Lost
blank. Okay, not
so
stolen.
Lost is key here.
Lost.
Because
Okay.
stolen honestly would make more sense than lost.
Okay, so it just kind of disappeared and
Yes.
potentially ended up at a high school campus in Florida. My initial response, because it's Florida, is to say alligator, but that seems too simple. I'm gonna say, just for shits and giggles, orangutan.
No.
It's not an orangutan.
It's not an orangutan.
Okay. Jesus, it's Florida. How am I? Florida is a wild place.
Mm-hmm.
Lost. God, I don't even know where to
Pick
guess.
anything.
I'm not gonna get it. I've already accepted
I
that. Lost. I can't even think of anything. Lost art piece ends up on high school campus.
No. Lost cemetery may be on Florida high school campus.
And they say we don't know what happens until we die.
I read this, but it actually kind of makes sense. Because the article is about a cemetery from like the mid 1900s.
Right.
So it's apparently it was built over.
So nobody knew it was a cemetery until after they built over it.
Yes.
They didn't have tombstones, I presume, then. Or
Well,
they just,
maybe they did.
Whatever, we don't need these.
They might have.
Rocks
but they said there was 250 people buried there.
So that's not like a small plot.
No. It's very strange. The article didn't make a lot of sense, but just the title is hilarious.
What is
like?
Florida
How do you
doing?
lose a cemetery?
What is Florida doing?
Did we ever know?
Mm-mm.
No, we don't know ever.
Absolutely not.
Excuse me.
Okay, well that's the thing. So this next one, I believe, is another NPR article.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's another NPR article.
We probably got time for one more each.
Okay, I'm gonna leave off the beginning because it might give some stuff away. But so nearly 4 tons of pot found in blank shipment.
Bananas.
It's not bananas.
Am I close?
You're in the ballpark.
Okay.
Let's say you're in the right stadium.
You said weed?
Yes. Well, I said pot, technically.
Pot. Asparagus.
It's not. The article is titled "Spicy with a Twist." Does that help at all?
Is it jalapenos?
It is jalapenos.
Yeah! Third try.
Nearly 4 tons of pot found in jalapeno shipment.
Wow.
Apparently, this is the second marijuana bust that they found crossing the border. The first one came with what was it? It said I think a auto part shipment.
Okay.
But funnily enough, this article does talk about how cocaine is the second most common drug seized, and it's often smuggled in bananas.
Wow.
So you were on the right track for sure. But yeah, they found 4 tons of marijuana hidden in jalapeno shipment. I did want to show you a picture because this is
crazy.
Quite an interesting photo. This is the photo that's attached.
Oh my god.
It is, yeah.
They're not even trying to hide it.
No, these boxes were ripped apart, I assume, by the people searching, but it's not exactly hidden that hard.
No, they're clearly just boxes that are filled with pot.
Right.
Wow. That's
there's that.
That's crazy. All right, I got one more for you.
All right, let's hear it. Oh, my last one, I should have done my last one instead. It's okay. Go for it.
Here we go. Balls, bats, and blank. The MLB authentication process is serious business.
Balls, bats, and blank. Based on the beginning of the title, I'm just gonna assume it's alliterative. I'm a baseball fan too. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Balls, bats, and blank. The what process is a nightmare?
The MLB authentication process is serious business.
Serious business. Balls, bats, and this isn't the right answer, but ball boys?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
I don't know.
It's not. It doesn't have. It is alliterative though.
It is alliterative.
So
okay.
It's
balls, bats, and Battlestar Galactica. Balls, bats, and blank. Bunions?
No.
Maybe they're really checking those out.
No,
I don't know.
bunions. They're checking your feet, and
I have no idea. It's gotta be a kicker.
They're checking your feet, and you're like, "Oh, he's got bunions. He's out.
No,
he's
done."
The title is Balls, Bats, and Baby Shark.
Oh, the
MLB
Astros.
authentication.
The Astros use Baby Shark.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did know that actually. Would not have thought of that.
Yeah.
I assumed it was something that was done at every stadium, but
no, I don't think it is.
So is that article about the World Series then?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's about the World Series.
Yeah, because that's obviously the baseball's big event every year, taken very seriously. So that makes sense because the Astros are in it.
Which it's tonight, right? Houston.
I have no idea.
Could win.
I haven't been paying
believe it's
attention because fuck the Astros.
Whoa.
They beat the
You're
Yankees.
right. You're right.
A little upset.
I'm right there with you. It's
a little upsetting. A little upset. Fun fact about that.
It is tonight.
The last game of the Yankee Astro series. I was in a restaurant. At a table right behind me was all of the marching band instructors from my high school marching band. We were at a place called the Angry Garlic in Baldwinsville. And I watched LeMahieu hit his 2-run home run that tied the game in the top of the 9th. Screamed at that in my lungs. My former director turned around and looked at me and goes, "You all right?" I went, "Yep, I'm great. How's it going, coach?" And then they lost.
That's so sad.
Because
I was upset, especially because we had come back.
Right, it made it so close. We did make it competitive at the end, and just
something just happened. I don't know what it was, but it kind of just fell off the face of the earth. Yeah. All right.
So I can turn this back to you. So speaking of sports, there's been some talk around Fredonia lately, which is where we go to school. Something about I think like ducks or something. Like ducks. Something about bills.
It has to do with sports?
Something about bills. Like
like payments?
Potentially. Like I don't get it. It says I think people were talking about how they lost like the Bills lost, but like
How
I
do
don't
you
know.
lose?
My
Well,
Bills
if you
always
lose-
win. Like they defeat my bank account pretty
They
quick.
really do.
They
You can't.
they never fail.
That's crazy to me. You can't, and also you can't lose a bill because then you're in trouble.
Right.
Like you can't just
So
ignore the
like-
bills, then the IRS is after you.
I don't know. I think it
That's
was
so
something
weird.
about the losing the Bills to the Eagles, which like don't see Eagles around here very often.
Well, if they're talking about the government and the Eagles,
oh,
it's
that's
our,
true.
It's our bird.
That's probably what it is.
They lost those bills to the government right away.
Ooh, I know some people that are in some deep trouble.
Yeah,
Then
I don't know what they're talking about with bills. That's very strange. I do hear that often.
yeah, I hear a lot of talk about Go Bills, which like
Yeah.
weird thing to cheer for.
But don't cheer. Why do you cheer for losing your money? That doesn't make
Right,
sense.
it's no taxation without representation. I'm
That's
pretty
right.
sure I'm
That's the
representing
truth.
it, but like, hey, stop it.
That's true.
So yeah, not sure what's up with that, but
That's strange.
and to wrap up, just some general conversation about what's been going on recently, Aaron, if anything.
Well, I've been very busy with a lot of stuff. Midterms just ended. Coming towards the end of the semester, which is kind of scary. Which means
Right.
we only have one more.
Not
one more
oh,
left.
God.
And I think, well, my goal, I want to get an album done.
Okay,
this
that's
semester.
awesome.
And also, I'm currently planning and writing a script with a few of my friends for a music video.
That's
for
awesome.
The Jungle. So that we're
Streaming
gonna try
now
and
on Spotify,
It
Apple
is streaming
Music,
everything.
any other, all the services,
All
the services,
all streaming services.
So
think
I
that's
only
it,
use
yeah.
Spotify because it's Premiere.
That's
Speaking
my
of which,
shameless.
to plug this now, we probably should have plugged this in the beginning.
Mhm.
If you're watching this, you're probably watching it on YouTube.
Probably.
So that's where we're going to be uploading this.
Mostly.
However, this will also be streamable on Apple Podcast and Spotify, I believe, is our game plan right now. So check it out there. That probably should have gone at the beginning, but
That's fine.
So make sure
we hit it eventually.
if you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe there. If you
Mhm.
use Apple Music, subscribe on there. If you use
Yeah.
Spotify, subscribe there.
Yeah,
Again,
definitely click that.
I know we said
subscribe
this
button.
is going to be relatively lax and no consistent release schedule, but we're going to try to put them out pretty often.
Yeah.
For sure. Just, we're not ready to commit.
No,
Right.
no,
We're
not adults
I had
yet.
some fun news. So I got married this weekend.
Oh, you did.
I did.
Wow, that's so great. I'm proud of you.
So we had this thing happen.
Mhm.
Me and our dear friend Pahe,
Mhm.
shout out to Paige, where we jokingly on the phone said we were gonna get married. You were there for that phone
I was
call.
there.
You were there for that phone call. Now this is a joke that may have gone a little too far. That's what I do.
Mhm.
It's who I am as a person.
It went too far.
Aaron did not like this joke. Aaron was not a fan.
It was too much. It was funny at first.
Aaron was not a fan. Well, the problem is when it really got too far, it was out of my control.
It was out of control. There was no stopping.
But I
we
mean, it
started the
wasn't-
train running, and then it just was like, okay.
But like it derailed through no fault of my own.
That's true.
I would like to say. So my big thing was yeah, whatever, it was goofy. I was trying to convince my brother that it was real.
Mm-hmm.
Just because why not? Thought
Yeah.
it'd be fun. And I had him. I finally told him the day that it was supposed to happen. I was like, yeah, it's not really. He was like, oh, thank God. Like,
Yeah.
I was gonna support you, but blah blah blah. I thought you were rushing into things, whatever. I got him. Felt good about that. The part where it really went overboard is one of my residents was there when this phone call happened initially, and she told all my other residents that I was actually getting married.
Yeah.
And yeah, I could have said no, that's not actually true, but like who I am as a person, I didn't even think about it, and I just went for it. I spent the next 3 or 4 days
Yeah.
fielding off questions about it.
Yeah.
And I
it
honestly
spread.
did a pretty good job.
Yeah.
People believed it.
No, I
proud of
mean,
myself. But
yeah, props to you for sticking with it because everyone believed it. Everyone thought
All
that
of my
he was
residents
getting
actually thought I was
when
getting married.
He was not getting married.
right. So Paige, sorry you had to go through that. I apologize for stringing you along on that joke. All my residents know that I was lying now.
Well, that's good.
That was a good time. But yeah, that's all that's been going on for me.
Cool.
Is I pretended to get married, and then
Well, that's
this week
good.
is Halloween.
It is Halloween.
I'm so excited.
What are you dressing up as?
I am going as Hades from the
Wow.
Disney movie Hercules.
Amazing.
I am super excited. My Halloween costume is going to blow everybody away. Keep an eye out for that on social media.
I'm very excited. I'm very excited.
Which we should plug our social media.
We should plug our social media.
You can find me on Twitter at blackbelt216. Can also find that's pretty much it. It's pretty much all I use for social media.
Yeah, the number changes. I'm Aaron Fern 12 right now.
Yes.
On Twitter, and then on Instagram I'm Aaron Fern 20, I believe. So
yeah, I have my number switches a lot too, but I only really use Twitter, excuse me. So that's the best place to find me. Also, depending on how this goes, we might make a Twitter account for podcast.
For the podcast.
Just to help dish out some announcements and stuff. As it is,
definitely.
This week probably we're gonna tweet out some promo kind of stuff. Just to start teasing it a little bit while we get it ready to actually post and air and everything.
Feel free to comment stuff as well and give us ideas of what you want to see us talk about, what you want to see us do, maybe some, different segments that you'd like us to work on. We got some stuff in the works right now, but we just wanted to establish ourselves first episode here.
Yeah.
But I appreciate everyone watching. Thank you so much.
Look forward to some new segments such like Guess That Headline, some similar stuff, some different things that we'll rotate in and out. Potentially some interviews.
Got some interviews.
Fingers crossed for Sporty Spice. We've reached out to our lawyers.
Sporty Spice.
We've reached out to our lawyers already. We're just waiting on hearing back from them.
Yeah, it'll happen.
It's okay. I'm used to being rejected.
Oh my God.
And I'll drink to that. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in for our first episode.
Thank you so much.
Really appreciate it.
Yeah.
And yeah,
that's it.
That's gonna be it.
All right.
Signing off.
See you guys.